Hello and welcome to this week's Elite audio video, and it feels like an eternity since I last spoke to you. And I've been on holiday. I was away for a week. I wasn't actually away anywhere. It was very much a gardening and painting holiday, if there ever is such a thing. But these things need attention and doing, and I guess we've been so busy here that I've just not had the opportunity to catch up on the things I need to do at my own home. So it was a week working back to work again, but it's great to be back, and I've got so many exciting things to talk to you about. And first thing to say is that we are still in our summer scheduling. There's still a lot of staff vacation that we're covering for, meaning that we can't get the videos out once a fortnight as we would like to. But once we get back into September, the holiday schedule returns to normal, and normal service will indeed be resumed with our Elite audio videos. One other thing to just remind you of, that from now on, all sales inquiries will be dealt with by me personally. So if you want to tap into my 20 odd years of audiophile experience and building systems and all the feedback and discussions that I've had with many audiophile enthusiasts over the years, please don't hesitate. I love chatting about hi-fi systems. It is my absolute passion in life, and I love the opportunity to share in your journey and your system building, so please don't hesitate. It would honestly be an absolute pleasure. Okay, so the main purpose of this video is to give you an incredible offer, but before I get into that, there's just a few things I want to talk about. First of all, as you all know, I'm a huge Revival audio loudspeaker fan, and we have just come through an absolute record sales period with Revival speakers. It has just been unbelievable, and the feedback we have had from those of you that have purchased these amazing speakers, Atalanti 3s, Atalanti 5s, Atalanti 4s, Sprint 4s and Sprint 3s has just been, it's overwhelming. There's not a single person. In fact, if you go onto our UK reviews page, and I'll put a link in the video description below so you can link straight in and read some of these. Some people have taken the time and trouble to write about their experience with the Atalanti speakers in particular. And yeah, one in particular, I'd recommended these to this individual, and I just love them. I think they're amazing speakers. He said actually that I undersold them. They were actually even way better than I described them. So that's a great thing. The other thing is, we've just had a review in from HiFi Advice, Christiaan Punter, on the XACT S1 music server. Now, you'll know we spoke about this a few videos back. This has a very unique topology, in the sense that the motherboard is fully linear supplied motherboard. Now, I'll link this review as well, but in this review, Christiaan makes some very obvious comparisons with a device that costs 2.5 times more than this. So this retails at £12,000, not an inexpensive streamer by any stretch, but he compares it directly with the Antipodes Larger, which cost £30,000. I'll not give too much away. What I'm going to do, if you don't mind, and just indulge me with this, I'm just going to read the last paragraph or the conclusion. Do you know what? I need to grab my glasses, embarrassingly so, excuse me. And 1, 2, 3, I'm back in the room. I can definitely read better with glasses on. Anyway, so he says, with a custom 100% linear power supply, with 100% linear regulation, a fully customized motherboard, a custom operating system written from scratch and optimized for the hardware, and proprietary femto server software running, all under control of the superb JPlay for iOS app, the XACT S1 is a truly unique proposition. However, he goes on to say, the server is so utterly even-handed, neutral and well-balanced, yet so utterly free from artifice or traditional digital artifacts that to summarise it as sounding one way or another is actually selling it short. Whereas most music servers excel in certain areas, the XACT S1 performs at the highest level across the board, precisely thanks to its neutrality. Interesting choice of words there, actually. I can see it fitting right in with any system, unless one is looking to add hysteresis-like roundness or euphoric coloration deliberately, the XACT S1 is the closest thing to analog done right in a digital music server. When the same team designs every segment of the digital front end, you get a normally unattainable opportunity for synergy. This shows very clearly when using the XACT S1 server in combination with XACT Phantom LAN and USB cables, which yields a performance that, even more so than the server itself, exemplifies what is often aspired to as analog-like reproduction. The XACT S1 is simply superb and I cannot recommend it more highly. Highly transparent, highly resolving, in addition to being deliciously liquid and smooth. We will link this full review for your own reading pleasure, and you can spend as many hours as you wish indulging in that incredible review. But these are great. We've sold a number of these already. And if you're interested at all, give me a call or drop me an email. I'll be delighted to discuss it with you. So as I said, we'll be back to our normal video scheduling in September. And I also want to thank all of you that I've spoken to recently, because many of you who I've never spoken to before mentioned watching our videos. And genuinely, it means a huge amount to me personally and to the Elite Audio team that you're taking the time to watch the videos that we produce. Genuinely, from my heart, it means a great deal. So thank you for the positive feedback, and we want to make sure we continue to grow this channel more and more, giving you all the things that are about musical pleasure and what is really good for the soul, and that is listening to music. Okay. The main purpose of this video is a Mark Levinson Special offer, and it's fair to say that you will see across all hi-fi dealers at some point, great offer, you know, fantastic pricing, but this is probably the most powerful in terms of value for money I think I have ever come across in all the years I've been in this industry, and I will explain why. So there's two models in particular that I'm going to feature here, the 5101, which is their CD-SE CD player, and the 5805 integrated, which is the one up from the 5802, which is digital only. The 5805 also incorporates full analog inputs, including a moving magnet, moving coil, fully customizable phono stage. Okay, let's start with the 5101. Now, this has a retail price of £6,199. And at that price has picked up some incredible reviews. It picked up the Absolute Sound Editor's Choice Award, and they said excellent sound quality, particularly from upper bass to lower mid-range, preserving natural warmth without softening it. But I've listened to this player at length, doing both CD and SE CD. It sounds great. It has full DSD as well, so you can use the DAC only for other digital sources, giving you a lot of flexibility and a really classy and superbly made chassis. It uses the 32-bit ESS Sabre DAC, it's got selectable filters, it's got jitter reduction circuitry, fully discrete output, directly coupled, which again gives you better sound, and it's a dual monorail device and topology. So the special offer, and we have one only at this price, is £2,899, which is honestly unbelievable value. I honestly can't think of anything else that does what this does at that price at £2,899. Now, a couple of caveats. One is we cannot take a part exchange at this pricing. I do apologise for that. We normally can, but the pricing on this is so tight, it doesn't give us the flexibility for a part exchange. Secondly, these will be treated as brand new as far as warranty is concerned. They will come with a full factory 5-year warranty for complete peace of mind, and obviously for yourself to know that you've got trouble-free listening for that period. These are classed as factory refurb stroke graded units. There might be the odd minor mark here and there. We've opened one of the 5805s and had a look at that, and it looked, you know, brand new. No marks, nothing, and sounded absolutely phenomenal. So that's the first offer, 5101. We have one of these only, retail £6,199. You can have that for £2,899, which is honestly a bargain. Okay, the 5805. Now, if you look at this amplifier, I think its topology was an evolution of the 383 amplifier, if I remember correctly. It's got a retail price of just under £9,200. I'll get straight to the pricing. We've got 5 of these and you can buy them each for £3,899. A massive, absolutely astronomical price saving. Again, as the 5101, they're classed as factory refurb stroke graded units, but they will come with a full 5-year factory warranty as if they were brand new. Very quickly, picked up a What HiFi 5-star award. They said crisp, refined, articulate sound, StereoNet Applause Award. They said seismic bottom end, mid-band full of detail, no bloom, and outstanding vocal clarity. Air and space in the top end, which I can attest to. The one thing I do say about the 5805, it needs a lot of burn-in. It needs a minimum of 300 hours, so please bear that in mind when you make your purchase. You will need to invest some time to get it to that level of refinement, clarity, and so on. It's a 125 watt per channel into 8 ohms, and it doubles into 4, which again is testimony of the over-engineering of the power supply stage. It's in fact stable at 2 ohms, which most amplifiers are starting to sweat a bit profusely and possibly smoking out of the chassis when that happens. It's got 40,000 microfarad capacitance per channel, which again gives it this incredible dynamic headroom. It has, in addition, a pure classy headphone amplifier circuit, which is a great addition. The moving magnet, moving coil phono stage that I mentioned previously, all configurable. And it's got built-in DAC, which is USB, SPDIF, it'll do DSD and MQA decoding too. And for streaming, you can connect by aptX Bluetooth to the amplifier if that is your choice. That is a phenomenal offer. I mean, genuinely, it is phenomenal value. Again, at £3,899, which is not inexpensive, but you're getting a £9,200 amplifier for that price. I just can't put into words how great value that is. So what I'll do is I'll bring up QR codes so you can scan them straight from the video. Here comes the one for the 5101. So you can pause the video, scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the device itself. Now I'm going to bring up the QR code for the 5805. Again, you can scan that, it'll take you straight to the page where you can buy the 5805. I'll also include all the direct links in the video description, so whatever your preference, you can link straight into them. And as I said, each comes with a 5-year warranty. Amazing. So there we go. Again, quite a brief video this week, but as I said, the plan is to get back into our normal scheduling. And just to remind you that all inquiries come through myself. And if you wish to talk to me directly, please pick up the phone. I love to hear about the system that you've built and the journey that got you there. The passion you guys have for audio is, honestly, it kind of fuels mine. I've got to say, it fuels my passion because I love when I hear your enthusiasm, what you love about your system, how you connect to your music. It is genuinely a real privilege to talk to you guys and get that level of feedback from you. So kudos to you for being so passionate about such an amazing hobby, listening to music. It really is. So there we go. Thank you for watching this week's video, and as ever, have a great 2 weeks listening to music. I will see you again in a fortnight's time when we will delve into more features, speakers, amplifiers, streamers. We've got great features coming up on the Audio Solutions loudspeakers. We've got the XACT S1 that I mentioned, where we'll be doing an in-depth strip down of that, where you can learn why it's so good and why it should be top of your list for a streaming product. So until then, please take care and thanks for watching.